Ever since early March, many of us have been stuck inside and super bored with nothing to do. I know for myself personally, I've been super bored because there's only so many Hytale videos that I can watch a day. Oh, I'm the only one who watches Hytale videos? Okay, let's move on. So yeah, when there's no Hytale videos to watch, I always find myself watching some sort of esport or Minecraft tournament. Esports have made the best of a bad situation, and it got me thinking about the potential of esports in Hytale. And that's what I want this video to be on. If you are new here and want to see more videos like this, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe, as I post 2 Hytale videos a week, which you certainly wouldn't want to miss. And with all that being said, guys, enjoy the video. Hey everybody, what is going on? CanadianFlash here, guys, and today, everybody, we're going to be talking about the potential of esports in Hytale and why I think it's actually possible that esports in Hytale could be a thing. I put just a thing on Reddit asking about your opinions for like esports in Hytale, and pretty much all of you said it's not possible or it's not going to happen. And I think a lot of you guys have the influence or like the mindset that, you know, since Minecraft doesn't have like an esport because it's just a block game, that Hytale can't have an esport either. But I really don't find that the case, because maybe the base combat mechanics of Hytale can have esports, but I really think that maybe the modded part of Hytale could have some sort of esport. And I know it probably won't go that well if it's just a mod instead of the base, but you know what? We're going to talk about esports right now. So first I want to talk about the potential that the game has to have esports in Hytale. And the game has, well, a lot of potential. But first, I want to say this video is sponsored by PitMerch. PitMerch is a phone case company with extremely high quality glass phone cases. These cases are scratch, shock, and flame proof. I ordered a case from them online, and once it arrives, I'll be sure to give it a full review. It hasn't come in yet because of, you know, the circumstances that are outside. If you want cool Formula 1, Marvel, or custom phone cases, go check them out and use code FLASH storewide to get 5% off. Links to PitMerch will be in the description. And the game has a ton of potential, and the modding aspect of the game seems to be pretty much limitless. And we already know that one of the images that the Hytale team released with the Quebec with a gun goes to show that there's going to be gun games in Hytale, and there's a lot of potential for gun games. And pretty much a lot of esports are like those type of games. I'm pretty sure there's COD esports, there's Fortnite esports. I know that's not a gun game, but there's probably CSGO esports, and there's probably esports for pretty much every other game out there, and they're all gun games. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if Hytale has some sort of esport that goes with maybe a gun game, like how the BLOCKSHOT network will have like their sort of like gun game aspect. I'll talk about the BLOCKSHOT network later because it's pretty big, and I am low-key a staff member on it. Alright, so yeah, we're going to talk about the huge tournaments that Hytale could have. We all know how big of an effect Minecraft Monday has had in the Minecraft community, and I think it started with Fortnite Friday. I'm not really too sure, but then it moved over to Minecraft Monday, and then it moved over to something else. I think it was like Minecraft Saturday, and those are all huge successes with the biggest content creators in the like Minecraft community playing for, I think, money that they donated to charity. I'm not really too sure. I never really watched them when they were just starting, because I don't really like Keemstar's not my favorite type of guy. So yeah, so they could have some really big tournaments. Personally, I've been watching Formula 1 esports more than everything else, and since the lockdown has started, a lot of the like real life Formula 1 drivers have been playing in these virtual Grand Prix that the official game for Formula 1 has had, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. Like, first of all, you get to see the personalities of your favorite drivers, which you never really get to see, you know, without them, you know, being in their cars. And number 2, it's just fun watching them all wreck and crash each other. There's not really a consequence that comes with esports besides what happened if you say something like that, what Kyle Larson did. He said the N-word on a live stream, and he got his sponsorships completely taken away and all that. And his career pretty much is gone, pretty much. So there was a lot of potential for huge tournaments like this, like Minecraft Monday, but with much, like, even maybe the biggest community creators. There is a lot of, like, potential for having big hosted tournaments for Hytale. We know they have the backing of Riot Games, so maybe Riot Games can send maybe the best Hytale players down and do like a big world championship. I know currently at the time of recording this video, Brawl Stars, which is a mobile game, has their own esports going on right now, and it is a huge success. The game is blowing up right now, and it's doing very well. I'm pretty sure Valorant has their own esports. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not really too sure if they do, but I think they do. So if they have Riot Games maybe fly people down to wherever Riot Games is from, so I think they're from the US, so if they have people fly down to like LA or something just to compete in some big Hytale esports tournament, that could be really cool. And it would be really awesome if they like fly down like their super big creators, maybe if Captain Sparkles or something like that can get flown down to have some cool advertisement. That'll be another really cool thing. And Riot Games can put in a lot of like backing like prize pool money for the winners of the tournament. So I think there's a lot of potential. And I talked about this earlier. I don't think the esports will just be like, oh, you have a Sky Wars? Yeah, we're playing Sky Wars, or like how they have survival games in Hytale. I think it'll be more of the modded games that get an esport, not the like the basic vanilla games that you'll see in Hytale that are hosted on the Hypixel server. There probably will be like Minecraft or Hytale Saturdays or Hytale Sundays that use those type of games, which could be considered an esport, but for an official esport, I think it would have to be some sort of like modded gun game or something like that. I would love to see an esport that could be just not, like, could be vanilla. I'm not sure how they would do it. Maybe you have to be teams or something, or it could be solo, and then and there's like a combined total of points that go after like a whole week of like going at it, and then the overall winner of that wins the tournament. I'm not really too sure, but it really depends on how good the combat is in Hytale. Then there is one server that I really think could take over like the competitive community for Hytale, and that is the BLOCKSHOT network. The BLOCKSHOT network is owned by 30virus, who is a Skyblock YouTuber with I think just over 220,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he's doing very well right now, so I'm super proud of him. So BLOCKSHOT is the go-to spot for the best competitive online shooting experience in Hytale. Play solo or with friends, create your own custom loadout, and test your skills in the classic run and gun playlist. Fend off endless rounds of undead and zombies, or explore the vast world of the apocalypse mode. In our ranked game modes, players from around the world compete for the top spot on our leaderboards, the best of which facing off in seasonal tournaments as the developers mess around with new prototype games, weapons, and maps. They are made available in labs for creating amongst our players, which we supply a workshop featuring a set of block, objects, prefabs, etc. to make your own maps and game modes. So BLOCKSHOT is what looks to be the ultimate PvP combat run and gun game experience. I am personally a staff member on the BLOCKSHOT team, and there might be a little bias coming out of me. I think BLOCKSHOT has a ton of potential, and some of the like lead managers on there is Deck. You guys know him. He's always in my community rewinds, and he does do my thumbnails sometimes. There's Chaos, who invited me to do an interview on Highcast. There's Fire, or PHYRE, not Fire. He does really cool models. So, and there's Powerbytes also on the staff team. There's a lot of guys on this team that I'm really close with, and see a lot of potential in BLOCKSHOT. They have a bunch of different game modes. They have a running gun, which is, I'm pretty sure you guys know what that is, like TDM, FFA, DOM, capture the flag and all that thing, like team deathmatch, all that. Then they have zombies for all you COD players out there. I know you guys all love zombies. There is Apocalypse, which is a long-term gameplay experience. It's pretty much like with the Apocalypse game mode, you level up, gain skills and perks, join factions, discover hidden treasures and horrors that guard them. It's really cool. Then there's also the Lab, which is like the testing games, kind of like the prototype lobby in Hypixel. And it's really cool. I see a lot of potential in BLOCKSHOT, and I think maybe they can partner with Hytale to host some sort of like tournaments and all that. It'd be really cool, because they said, they did say on their homepage, I'll link everything to BLOCKSHOT in the description, like their not their Instagram, their website, the Discord, the YouTube channel. I'll link it all in the description. But if you guys want to check it out, 100% go check it out. There's going to be seasonal tournaments. I would love to commentate on one of those. Maybe I'll be good enough to play in them. That'll be really fun. I would love to be like a content creator for BLOCKSHOT. I think that'll be really cool. that's all I have to say about BLOCKSHOT, but I really think they can partner with Hytale to create a really good, like, player versus player experience. And now I want to talk about the rewards that you can probably get when playing in these games. I'm not sure how many content creators are going to be really good at like Hytale PvP or anything, and nobody really knows until the game comes out. But I wouldn't be too surprised to see like the best players maybe start creating their own YouTube channels or like start streaming on Twitch and getting a decent following because they're probably going to be good at the game. It would be really cool if maybe they get partnered with Hytale and then they get, I don't know, flown down to compete in these esport tournaments, and maybe they even live stream these events. And it'll give a lot of exposure to Hytale, and it would also give them more exposure too, because more people will see them, and then they'll grow, then Hytale will grow. It's like a win-win situation. And to fly these people down, you know, just besides the fact they'll be getting exposure, could be like a prize money. So just say the winner of the tournament wins like, I don't know, $10,000. I'm not really too sure what the prize money for Hytale could be or anything else is, but let's just say for now $10,000. Give people more. It'll give people more incentive. And if Hytale really blows up, there can be maybe like qualifier tournaments around the world, and maybe the best of the best keep moving on. I know they've done that for like Super Smash Bros. Because my friend played in one of them, a couple of those tournaments. Like I'm from Ontario, and they had tournaments in Toronto, so I went to watch him play. He lost. He went to like the quarterfinals in some Toronto tournament. It wasn't one of the biggest ones, but he did pretty well. And I think it was like semifinals and up they moved on. So I think maybe something like that could be really cool. It just really depends on how big Hytale and the esports scene for that could be. And now there is a couple bad things that a lot of people have about esports and Hytale. I put something on Reddit, and not everybody was too fond about it, so I'm going to find it right now and see some of the responses that you guys said, because not all of you were just like, yay, esports and Hytale. So let's go see right now. So a lot of people really think that Hytale aren't going to have esports. They think they're going to have to pull off something super special to like make it into the esports scene, as they think the base game experience isn't well suited to exposed materials. This is from Monochrome Goggles. This is not my words. He thinks that people will be interested in esports, but it probably won't take off as Hytale, like as the game would. I agree with him. I don't think Skywars and Bed Wars are not the greatest esports type of games, but I think that's why BLOCKSHOT could have a really good chance. If they have some sort of like competitive thing, like Smash Bros or League of Legends, like that type of thing, then I think he thinks they would like do really well in that sense too. Radicated HT says he highly doubts that Hytale will dab with esports. It would probably be deemed too cringy to be viewed alongside games like CSGO. I really don't think so. I mean, yeah, a block game in the esports community is kind of weird, but I still think there is potential. And pretty much most people just think that esports will never work with a block game. But honestly, I personally think that anything is possible, and with BLOCKSHOT coming up, I really think Hytale has a good chance of like, making it with esports. So guys, this video has been actually pretty long. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you did, hit that subscribe button, because you should do that right then. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.